So there are three workflows to build a domain model using Entity Framework: database first, code first, and model first. With database first, of course, we start with the database. So we design our tables using visual designers and then have Entity Framework generate the domain classes based on the database. This is the traditional approach that a lot of developers have been doing for years. With code first, of course, we start with the code. So we simply create our domain classes and then have Entity Framework generate the database for us. This approach was introduced in more recent years and is still new to many developers. And finally, we have the model first approach. With this approach, we use a visual designer in Visual Studio to model our classes and their associations, some kind of UML diagram. Then, based on this diagram, Entity Framework will generate the domain classes and the database for us. I personally am not a fan of this approach, and I'm not going to explore it in this course, mainly because the visual designer for modeling classes is very poor. And to be honest, I have hardly seen anyone building software that way. So our two main choices here are database first and code first. Now, over the next two lectures, I will show you each of these workflows in action. And then I will give you some guidelines about the strengths and weaknesses of each approach.